Salve cantanti and welcome back. Today we're going to be looking at Le nozze di Figaro once again, of course. In particular, we'll be going through a little bit of a character overview. We have a lot of very interesting characters in the play, so I think it's very important that we have an understanding of who they are. Because remember, if you don't understand who you are, there's no chance you can interpret the role. Now, if you're looking to work with the material and the character analyses in depth, you can check my full course down below. I'll be leaving the link in the description. And without further ado, let us begin. So, we left off here. So, let us concentrate on some of the really important characters. Who are the most important characters in the play? Well, you could essentially say we have Figaro, we have Susanna, we have the Conte, we have the Contessa, and perhaps to a slightly lesser extent, Cherubino, but he's incredibly important for the plot. And of course, we have some secondary, but equally as important, essentially characters. That's too thin. Let me try again. So we have Bartolo and Marcellina, who we can essentially consider a little duo. They don't function separately. We also have Basilio, less important, of course. And we also have, am I forgetting anyone? Susanna Figaro. That's it, essentially. In fact, there's not that many characters left anyway. We have Antonio, we have Don Curzio, and we have Barbarina. Okay, so these are the most important characters. Now, if we had to, in one word, describe them, which is quite difficult, but with one word, how could we describe these characters? Well, for Figaro, I think that cunning would be the most appropriate term. He's very intelligent. He knows how to essentially solve any problem and do so while having fun. The Conte. Very difficult to describe his behavior, but perhaps the most appropriate word would be jealous. He is so jealous. Even when he does something which is objectively wrong, if he sees someone else doing it, he's going to be furious, but when he does it, perfectly fine. So jealousy is something that does describe the Count. Then Contessa. I think that the best term would be forgiving or loving. No matter what the Count does, she still forgives him. Cherubino, it might be a little bit, it's not very nice, but lustful. The only thing in Cherubino's mind is women all the time. All the bloody time. And that's very important for the plot, by the way. Because, little parenthesis here, the Count and Cherubino are not that different, essentially. They do pretty much the same things. And let's show this. What they do sexual, or not sexually, but the way they try to flirt with absolutely every woman brings them, creates sort of not tie, but they have a certain type of bond, let's say. So much so that at the end of the play, Cherubino, when he's trying to seduce Susanna, who he thinks to be Susanna in the garden, he says, after she refuses him, essentially, she says, perché io non posso fare quello che il conte ognor farà. So, why can't I do what the count always does and always will do? Even Cherubino knows it. Bartolo and Marcellina, well, I think they, perhaps, Bartolo, vengeful, perhaps, because he wants revenge at the beginning, but then he's loving. Marcellina, yeah, you could say the same. Not quite the same, but it's that general understanding. Basilio, here, well, it's not really a character description, but gossip. He thrives on gossip, and that's how he survives in the entire, in the household, because he stays away from power, and he's always, perhaps obsequious is a better term. He's always respectful of power. Now, what about Susanna? Oh, by the way, Susanna, she's cunning as well. That's the thing. Many of these characters have common traits, and it's no surprise that they treat each other, they like each other, or they resemble one another. So this was the basic analysis of the characters. If you want to go in depth, you can acquire my volume, so volume 1 of the Repertoire series, linked down below. And if you want to work on this play, specifically on some specific repertoire, or you have some specific needs, check the link down below. Check my website as well. You can contact me, and we can see how we can work together. I offer one-to-one Operatic Italian lessons and tutoring, so if you're interested, get in touch. I'll be seeing you in the next video.